Okay? Now, better have my money. Y'all know y'all have to say that to a couple of people sometimes. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, that was Young Thug featuring 21 Savage and Doughboy. And I also was coming up, which is a classic by Kelly Rowland, which was my song. Okay,
guys,
like
that
this.
means I like
so
the
that
song
should be
a lot.
next. And then I'm going to
Please
end with a
proceed.
classic tonight. Okay? But before we get into that, y'all do know it's still Black History Month, right? So I welcome you. I'm going to go ahead and get into my featured poem. Now listen, tonight my featured poem is called Cross by Langston Hughes, the late great Langston Hughes. Now, Langston Hughes is poetry for me like Will Downing is jazz vocal for me. My favorite, okay? It put me in the midst of a poem that I wrote a few months ago called Atulum. Let me see if I can try to get that up here for you guys so you guys can take a look. Let's see. Okay, so this here, guys, is Mr. Langston Hughes. You guys on TikTok are not able to see it, but the guys that are with Facebook and Instagram and YouTube are able to see through the site that I have Langston Hughes here, and it gives you the information about him. But I also had a poem that was very similar to his poem that I'm about to read tonight, and it is called Atulum. And there is the poem there. If you can take a look at that poem, because it actually has a good message, and it is kind of similar to Cross, which Cross was not one of Langston Hughes' poems that I read a long time ago. So I was excited to read this and see that, wow, I wrote something in the lines of that. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it again. The poem is called Cross by Langston Hughes. Please bear with me, guys. My old man's a white old man, and my mother's black. If I ever curse my white old man, I take my curse back. If I ever curse my black old mother, and I wished she were in hell, I'm sorry for the evil wished. And now I wish her well. My old man died in a fine big house. My mom died in a shack. I wonder where I am gonna die, being neither white nor black. So this poem, okay, was pretty much talking about being in the middle of the black and the white ethnicity. We know them as mulatto today. They didn't specify that particular word here, but it's like kind of being in a state of confusion. Like, which side do you gravitate towards, because you're a part of both, and it's almost like you're forced to choose a love. So that's what that poem is. I'm going to give you a little bit of synopsis about Mr. James Mercer Langston Hughes. What's his full name that his parents gave him. He was born February 1st, 1901 in Joplin, Missouri, and then he went on to become a great American writer who was an important figure in the Harlem Renaissance and made the African-American experience the subject of his writings. He did a lot of jazz poetry, similar to me. And his writings, which range from poetry and plays to novels and newspaper columns, okay? He died on May 22nd, 1967, at the age of 66, in my home state of New York City. He occupied positions as poet, columnist, dramatist, essayist, novelist. He studied at Columbia University, Lincoln University, and then his relatives, of course, are listed, which is Charles Henry Langston and John Mercer Langston. Everyone, Langston Hughes, okay? Listen, I thank you guys for joining me tonight. I kind of want to get to something else in tonight, because I think that we're forgetting, you know? All right? So I want to kind of get to this song. I'm going to fast forward it, all right? And shout out to Kelly Rowland, because this was my banger in my car. Miss Rowland? Shout out to Texas for them wonderful ladies, okay? I'm going to get to another song here, because, listen, in fact, it's already next. Alexa, next song. Thank you guys for coming in. That in order for you to get on here and join my live, you will have to subscribe, okay? I want you guys to show me your love by subscribing. It's affordable, $2.99, okay? Everything that I'm doing here, I make sure that it is within reason for anyone that follows me in my poetry. So I appreciate it. I'm going to head out because I don't want to monopolize any more of your time. But as I often say, please continue to pray for me as I will be praying for you. This is Nadine Poetry One. One word, one number. Listen. Y'all going to get the song. Y'all going to get the song. All right, y'all. Good night. And I'm never wearing this dress again. All right. Good night. Wait. I need them to get to the chorus of this. Because we no stopping. No stopping. No stopping. Keep going. Keep going. Can't stop. Won't stop. Right? You can sleep. You can take your nap because the depths in your eyes are paid. Keep going. Good night.